You'll probably have heard of these metrics when you're doing SEO, domain authority, domain rating, or SEMrush authority score. But what do these metrics actually mean in the context of link building? What I'm going to share today may surprise you. I'm Amit from Links Guy. This is the place for marketers and business owners to get advice about the world of link building. In this video, I'm going to share some more about how metrics like DA and DR and what they mean, how to measure real authority, and some home truths which many in the SEO industry are not sharing with you. Make sure to keep watching. Metrics like DA and DR are basically a predicted measure of the strength of a domain. DA, i.e. domain authority, is a metric developed by Moz. It is calculated by measuring 40 different signals, including link data and spam scores. Now, domain rating, DR, is a metric developed by Ahrefs. Ahrefs claim it's calculated in a similar way to how the old PageRank was calculated, but it's purely link based and doesn't seem to take into account other signals. Generally speaking, if a site has a high DA score, it will often have a high DR score as well. However, due to the fact that DA relies on factors other than just links, you might find instances where they've got a high DA but a low DR, and that's a sign of a site with good overall SEO health, but generally not a high link profile. Whereas a high DR but low DA can indicate a large number of links, and in some cases attempted manipulation of DR score, which we'll talk about later. There are a variety of other metrics from other tools like SEMrush, Mangoes and Majestic, and again they are predictive calculations. These metrics are merely a way of estimating or predicting the strength of a domain. They are only third-party metrics and are not used by Google or other search engines. They are too simplistic. While the DA metric appears to be using a variety of signals to measure domain strength, there are just so many other factors they don't consider. It can't take into account things like content quality, true traffic levels, or use the full extent of the 200 plus other factors that Google uses. Since the metrics are fairly simplistic, simply pointing a large number of links at a site, even low quality spammy ones, will create an increase in DA or DR. They're too restrictive for link building. By only focusing on the DA or DR when you're building links, you may be cutting out a lot of good quality sites purely based on that tool's measure of the domain strength. The reality is a site with a small DA or DR could still be relevant to your site or audience and have exactly the right traffic that aligns with your business goals. How authority metrics are manipulated. Some link sellers and agencies are building links based purely on these types of metrics, but it would be a mistake to purely rely on something like DA or DR. The reason is it's easy to inflate the domain metric, which makes the site look better than it actually is. Here's how domain metrics on these third-party platforms can be misleading. People can take an expired domain and point the domain at their main website in order to leverage the link equity from that old site's backlink profile. By having these links point at their main website, its domain authority or their domain rating will then increase. Expired domains have their uses, and especially when they have high quality links and it's relevant to the target domain, it can have a positive effect. The problem is that people can leverage expired domains to inflate their DA or DR score and give the impression that an otherwise low quality site is better than it actually is. This is purely a manipulative technique that doesn't have any inherent SEO value. It involves leveraging a redirect notice page from a high authority site and pointing it at the target website. It's characterised by seeing entries like this in a site's backlink profile. This is how a Google redirect notice looks. Spammers will then build loads of tier 2 links at the redirect notice in order to steer third-party metric tools towards crawling and indexing these types of links. Ahrefs apparently do not count such types of link within their DR calculation, however it may still have some impact on Moz's DA metric. A site's backlink profile could be made up of many low quality links. Tools like Ahrefs and Moz are not able to effectively determine a proper assessment of the quality of a link. While they can make some calculations based on the number of links, it is definitely not definitive. So a spammer trying to manipulate the domain rating or domain authority score could just blast it with a large number of spammy links and see the score go up without any issues. As we've said, DA and DR are not actually ranking factors. It's possible to outrank a site that has a higher authority score, which often means they have more links. And links are a very important factor to consider, and you should factor in links when the overall authority isn't very high. And your ability to influence search engine results with links also relies on things such as the relevance of those linking root domains to your website. Where the root domain isn't as relevant, the relevance of the web pages linking to your website's pages, URL level relevance, and the contextual relevance of the link and the anchor text. But outside of links, there is also the quality of your content and how best it serves the search intent. That's a bigger topic, but it's something to consider. Here's an extreme example to illustrate. Here we have the keyword buying pharmacy on Google UK. Pharmacy Portal has a DER of only 0, but is outranking sites with DERs of even 49 or 52. And we also see that the site in position 5 that only has 2 linking domains is outranking the site that has 4 linking domains. You'll see this play out on a lot of search engine result pages where a relative minnow in the results is beating a larger competitor. Here's a previous client we worked with some years ago who is still outranking larger competitors for the keyword recycle iPad. We built a lot of domains to the homepage which was optimised for that, and you could argue serves the search intent better as well. It outranks much bigger competitors like Music Magpie, DR71, Compare and Recycle, DR47. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. Just click on the subscribe button below this video. Hopefully this video has helped shed a bit more light on the role of these third-party metrics. So they're not the be-all and end-all, and it shows there are so many other factors you need to consider. So yes, they have their uses, but the key is not to follow them blindly. If you have any other factors that I might have missed, just let me know and leave a comment below right now.